Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol UGAZ. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis on Wednesday, so that's where the green and red line annotations are coming from. But just another totally bearish day, and everything I talked about, on what was that, Wednesday's video, nothing even happened, and that's why I guess the moral of the story is kind of always wait for confirmation, and there's not any sort of confirmation other than more bearishness, and the quote-unquote more bearishness came right out of the gates this morning with a gap down, and then from there you can see the bears just continue to press this thing down. I think it's safe to assume that the bears are pretty much in full control of this thing. I realize that's not necessarily a rocket scientist type proclamation on my point. Anybody with 2 eyeballs can probably realize that. In fact, it's so bad right now, just to give a little more perspective, that as far as lows are concerned, the price has actually never been down this low as far as the chart is concerned. So definitely have to use some different tools there. So like I said, I mean, we're going back years upon year. Well, that kind of distorts it. But just trust me. If you don't trust me, I guess you can pull up your own chart. But the chart has never been down this low as far as the patterns are concerned. And at this point in time, when it gets becomes hard like this, really there's only a few tools you can use. And the one that I'm going to use here are called Fibonacci extensions. And before anything else, full disclaimer, there's no such thing as a holy grail. So when I talk about these certain levels, do not go and throw your kids' college tuition because some guy on the internet said that these things are guaranteeing where the price will build. I always like to use the analogy, it's like a flashlight in the woods. Yeah, the flashlight's going to help you out. Yeah, the flashlight's going to improve the probabilities that you don't, fall off a cliff or, do something stupid, but it's not a guarantee. You could still get, whacked in the face with a branch. Maybe you do still miss the cliff. So, I mean, just like I said, that's how you should view this tool here. But what it's doing is taking how the price has moved in the past and then projecting it forward. So as it stands right now, the bleeding today stopped right there at right around the $7.60 mark. But in the case of that $7.60 cannot, maintain itself, the next levels of support to keep an eye on would be first one at $7.45. If that one cannot hold, then again, based off how the price has moved in the past, the price could get down around $6.82, sooner rather than later. At some point, there's going to be an epic dead cat bounce. I mean, that's the great thing about these leveraged ETFs. There can always be some good solid bounces, but you still got to be careful because they can really get, drilled down like this one's been too. So while 682 may seem far off with the way this one's been moving, it's not totally out of the realm of possibility. But next week, I'm sure a lot of eyeballs will be watching this one, so we'll see how it all unfolds. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.